He's felt better every day. So when he went to the doctor yesterday, I was still too inflamed. But he was able to do like a light workout yesterday. You know, we'll see what happens after the day. But I would assume he'll be able to play in the near future.
Is he really sensitive to it?
No. He had his glasses off yesterday. Marcus Morris, stiff neck, upper back, from that fall that he took in front of our bench. I thought it was on the drive. That's when he started, you know, asking to come out. But it was actually to play a couple of minutes before when he got run over in front of our bench. So he's pretty stiff still.
Any plans to have imaging done for him?
Robert Williams had more imaging done yesterday and looks way better, and so he should be right around the corner, but not tonight.
What does this mean for your starting lineup?
It means we'll change it, and I'll announce it in the morning.
Brett, do you have any recollections of your impressions of what you played in Spain? Just a general idea of 16-year-old picking up?
The only thing I remember was calling Danny and saying, they have a freaking 16-year-old on this team. He must be like special, because you know, you're watching the team, and you know, they had Hernan Gomez, and they've had an unbelievable scorer named J.C. Carroll. They had Sergio Rodriguez. I mean, they have guys that every basketball fan knows inside and out, and have been the best of the best on the biggest stage for a long time. And then you have a 16-year-old playing with him. So he didn't do much in what I watched because he was 16 and was playing limited minutes, but you know, just that put him on our radar from the standpoint of, holy smokes, I can't believe there's a guy that can do this. Because Real Madrid's a high level. Yeah, he's special. He's good. He knows the game, smart, assimilated into the NBA game very easily. But you can't be, you know, MVP at the level he was MVP at last year without being really, really good.
How about DeAndre? What's he?
He was really good against us. He was great against us last year here. He killed us the last 2 times we played him. Brings the same stuff that he brought to the Clippers with great rim protection on one end, great defensive kind of, he conducts the whole defense, and then offensively his rim runs and rolls you have to account for.
Speaking of him without Marcus, even more short.
Same way we've done it by committee, and you know, we'll probably play all 3 bigs again. And you know, Al's still you know, on a little bit of a restriction, so we've got to be careful with his minutes. So Gershon and Tice have to be ready to play. You know, whether it's kind of hard to go from guarding DeAndre Jordan to Dirk. You have to guard a little bit differently than each guy.
How much is one of those guys that play in his course? How much do you think when you see players like that, is that a matter of kind of learning technique and skill over a lifetime versus just having that natural mental?
I think he's got a lot of savvy, good instinct for the game, but he's also got a super strong body, frame. He's more athletic than people realize, and you know, it's hard to dictate to guys that are that big and strong, even at that young age. So you're right, he plays at a great pace, but I think he's a better athlete than suggested, at least, you know, when you see him in person.
Brett, what are the kind of intangibles Marcus Morris has brought to you guys this year? And how do you go about in a game when he's not playing tonight, kind of going about replacing those, if you do?
Well, the biggest thing about Marcus Morris is you know what you're getting every night, and that's really a great security blanket for a team to know exactly what they're getting every single night. He's been great from day one of training camp. You know, it's unfortunate that he's got this injury, and hopefully he can feel better soon.
What stood out to the last game before the Hayward and just the progress he's made, but his ability to get to the court?
Well, I thought he got some easy baskets with regard to some leak outs and some drives that weren't contested, and then when you see the ball go through the net, especially, you know, as that game's going on, you feel like, you know, your next one feels a little bit easier. I didn't really overreact too much to the 35-point part of it because, you know, there's been games where he's played great and just had less attempts. He makes the right play over and over. It's good to see the shots go down. But I think it's helped when you get to the rim and get some easy ones. I hesitate to say. Our deal is always make the right basketball play. You know, I think sometimes you have people that enter the game and say, I got to get this person involved or this person. We just want to make the right play. If the right play is to score, score. If the right play is to pass, pass. And then, you know, when everything else opens up, you got to read it.
Coach, you never know if Dirk might be back next year, but if this is his last time in TD Garden, just what are your thoughts on facing him throughout your career and what he's accomplished?
Well, I mean, I've been a fan for a long time, obviously. The thing that I've appreciated about Dirk since I've been in the league and I saw it the first time we played him here was just how much he loves it. You know, he was smiling, talking, laughing. He's sitting at the scorer's table waiting to check in. He's got a big smile on his face. The guy loves basketball, and you can see it even when he's not dressed and he's on the bench. He sits right next to the coaches in his suit. He's smiling and talking the whole time. And, you can't do it this long without that kind of passion. You certainly can't do it this long, this well, without that kind of passion.
Thanks, bro.